Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you at home for watching this telecast and a taping of our Community Connect show. It's being taped here at the Carmel Town Hall in the Supervisors Conference Room. And today's date is Thursday, September 10th, 2015. And with me here this evening, I have the Mahopac Carmel Chamber of Commerce, the Executive Director. Yep. To my left, the Executive Director, Mike Bucci. Mike, wave to the camera. And to my right, I have Dominic Zecca, who is the co-chairman of this year's the Mahopac Street Festival, which is going to be held on Sunday, October 4th, 2015. And this is the 13th annual street fair. It's hard to believe that 13 street fairs have gone by already. But it's really, since its inception, since it began 13 years ago, it has grown tremendously over the years. And it's pretty much taken up the whole section of Route 6N, between 6 and 6N by the Chamber of Commerce office, all the way down to Clark Place in 6N. So it's grown tremendously, and it's really an event that this community looks forward to year after year. And we're pleased that it will be back once again this year. And we're looking forward to all the great vendors that are going to be there. Everyone from restaurants are going to participate in it, goods and services throughout the community, members of the Chamber of Commerce who have rented space or who have reserved space for that day. Yep. And it's really wonderful, and we're so looking forward to that day on Sunday, October 4th, 2015, down at the Route 6 and 6N Mahopac Village. So without further ado, I'm gonna turn this over to Mike Bucci. I think most of you in the community know Mike and his family from Bucci's Deli. They've been around this town for many, many years, and they have a wonderful deli right up the street here. Thank you. And you know, they do great things for the community as well. So, Mike, why don't you take it away and speak a little bit about the upcoming street festival?
Great. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to all you that are watching it, and whether you're going to watch this on YouTube eventually or you're watching it live tonight. Thank you very much. Also like to thank the Town of Carmel for constantly inviting us to share some of the great things that we do in the community with the community. And I just feel like, I mean, I've only had this role now for about 3 years, but never before have I felt so much communication between the Town of Carmel and our business community. And I really want to say thank you for that, Kenny. You consistently recommending that we come to these things and share what we're doing. And things are going really well with the organization as it is right now. Our Chamber of Commerce has been around for over 68 years. And about 12 years ago, this will be the 13th year, a couple of people probably sat around the Chamber of Commerce office and maybe came back from something, we're feeling pretty good, and said, why don't we do some kind of street fair or street fair and merchant showcase? It used to be called a street festival and merchant showcase. And for many years it grew and it grew, and then it combined obviously with the parade and grew even more. And we had great leaders of this committee or this event for many years. One of the leaders that I can remember in the past was Bill Zakatinsky, who did a fantastic job of bringing together organization and scalability to an event that takes up almost the entire South Lake Boulevard all the way down to Clark. And a few years ago, a young man that's sitting to my right named Dominic Zecca, I said young man, he's a little older than me, but he's still a young man, decided that he would start to volunteer, as many people do when they join our chamber. They want to get out there and meet other people. And Dominic decided to co-chair, and then eventually has chaired the event for the last, is it 5 years now?
6.
6 years now. And because of the foundation that was built in the past, Dom was able to take it to another level. And I'm proud to be the executive director of this organization and to just support you and your committee and Terry and everything that you guys are doing to continue the success of the event. Because without folks like Dom and this committee of volunteers, it simply doesn't happen. It's not a two-person organization. It's not Mike Bucci and Terry Fokine. It's the volunteerism that we get from yourself, John Iorio, your co-chair from Fun Time Amusements, that has put so much energy into this now as well. And I just want to publicly say thank you very much, give a brief history of it, and maybe let you speak about what it is right now. What is the street fair all about, Dom?
Well, you know, one of the things that was discovered when I first took it over was we had a tendency of just wanting to stay in one small area. And I was like, you know, Mahopac was just such a big town, had so many people, and I saw so much so many of the people that were coming down and being entertained by the rides and the attraction and stuff like that, and the vendors, and then the vendors just grew. And that, to me, was something that I think we needed to expand on. And now carrying the street fair the distance that we're carrying it to allows us to bring in so many more vendors, so many more people that a lot of our great people in this town didn't know, like, we're even here, and just spreading those businesses out there and showing what they do. And our vendors love it. They just absolutely love it. From the food to the craft vendors, to the construction workers, to all the types of businesses that we have at the fair, they all love it. They do great. They have a fabulous time. Thank God the weather's been with us over the years. I had to say it. Well, I honestly, because we've literally had every kind of weather on that day. We've had cold, we've had warm, we've had rain, we've had sun. For the most part, we've had sun, which has been great. It is a rain or shine event. Yeah. We have great entertainment. Positive Productions will be doing the music again this year, and they do a fabulous job. We're going to stretch that music out a little bit more this year so that it's more even along the whole length of it, because, of course, like I said earlier, we were in a smaller location, and now that we've expanded it so much, we want to make sure that people are entertained throughout the entire street fair.
If I may, Dom, one of the things that Dominic is doing, Kenny, is that he has kept he's kept such an open mind for our members and for our community, that he's kind of like a yes person. Not a yes person where he just says yes and then it doesn't happen. He says yes to ideas, and then the next year, all of a sudden, we have a car show, or the next year we have rides. One of the first street fairs that we had, we used to have a food vendor, food tent, where we put maybe 15 or 20 local businesses in, and that's where they were. So if somebody was hungry, they had to essentially leave the parade, right, or leave the event and come into the food tent. And one day I told Dom, I said, I'm sorry, he experimented one time, and he put the food vendors out on the streets so that regular folks could go up and down the road and grab a little slice of pizza, right? Grab a little, grab a meatball from Arturo's, right? Yeah. Maybe grab a burger from Chop House, grab a couple different things. And then what I found from the deli when I was there is all of a sudden the business that I did in that one day, it doubled. Because people were spending more money, they were walking down the streets, they were experiencing more of our vendors. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is that from when you took over till now, we have expanded the food vendors. Now there's many more than there have ever been. There are more participants that come. Last year, the video that we had, the overhead video, showed thousands of people that were there. And on top of that, you've now brought rides into the park because of your affiliation with John. You've also brought in now music where, folks, we used to just have a DJ just blast music from one spot. We're talking about now having it be like Disney World, where there are essentially speakers up and down South Lake Boulevard. So we're really lucky to have you as a leader, and I want to just speak to the fact that we've really developed. We really have.
Yeah, one of the things, like I said, that is great about this is the fact that we've expanded so much. Whereas initially the food that we would have, you'd have your pizza, you would have, maybe a sausage and pepper. But now the food extends so much wider. We have brick oven pizza that's coming in there this year. Possibly having possibly a clam bake, including shrimp and things like that. So more seafood. And we're also going to have another truck that's going to do Zeppelis. So it's really expanded, and it just allows people to just come there and not be there for 5-10 minutes, but really want to spend a lot of time there. Last year we had go-karts. We're still working on that this year. We plan to have, similar rides that we had last year and try to expand on a couple of things. We're trying to add some more carnival rides this year, or carnival games, which I think will be great for the kids and even for the adults. So there's a lot of different things we're trying to do to continuously expand it and make it more for someone to say, what's new this year? And that's really what I wanted. I wanted people to come down and say, all right, what do you got new this year? And every year we've been able to present that.
Well, this fair, Kenny, kind of encompasses everything that we're all about. The Chamber of Commerce, essentially, its role, its mission statement, is basically to develop or increase commerce in the town of Carmel, in Mahopac and Carmel, by fostering and also by supporting community cultural and member events in the area. And, you know, honestly, all of the stuff that we're doing, it's not only about helping the members, but it's also about helping the community with something to do, you know, for the entire day.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what? You said it. It's a community event, and it's for all ages. Everyone can come out. You'd enjoy yourself from the beginning till the end. I believe it starts at 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. To 5 p.m. 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And based on the attendance that has been at the street festivals over the years, I mean, if the weather's nice, and Dominic brought it up, if the weather's nice, you're going to see a crowd of people from
Kenny,
one end to the other.
It's not just us, though. A lot of this has to do with who? The Italian American Club, right? Yep. The Italian American Club of Mahopac puts on a tremendous parade each and every year. And a real big thanks to them for what they do for our community. This partnership, so to speak, of two different organizations doing the right thing for the community, man, it's been a real home run, hasn't it? Yeah,
it's awesome. It really is. And I'm glad you mentioned the Columbus Day Parade. Yep. That kicks off at 2 p.m. on October 4th. And they line up on Route 6 by Lake Cassie Road.
Yes, sir.
And they march towards town. So it's going to terminate at 6 and 6N right at the street festival.
Yep, right at the Chamber Park.
And they have a lot of festivities that are going on as well that day. And it shows that this community, we're all one. We work as one. We appreciate everything that's done for this community by a lot of groups and organizations. We're very fortunate that we have the Mahopac Carmel Chamber of Commerce. We have the Rotary Club. And I don't want to leave anybody out because I hate to mention clubs and organizations, but we have the MSA. We have the Italian American Club. We have...
And then you also have... non-for-profits that are springing up out of nowhere that are throwing community events. I'm sure you know a couple that are...
Absolutely, yeah, sure. And that's what really makes us one community.
Yeah.
And we support each other. And, that's why this community is such a pleasure to live, work, and raise a family in. You know, sure. I know I've been here my entire life. I was born in the Mahopac Hospital, which most people don't even know where the Mahopac Hospital was.
I have no idea.
I think you guys probably do, but it's where the school district office is. You know where the administrative office is for the school district?
Yeah, that's near
across from the fire? That was the hospital.
Right.
So,
I'm joking, everybody. I do know where Mahopac Hospital is.
Yeah, now he does because I just know. But this is really such a wonderful community. Not only Mahopac, the hamlet of Carmel, Mahopac Falls. We have three hamlets in one town.
Yeah.
And we're one community, and as I said earlier, we support each other in everything that we do. If there's a fundraiser that we become aware of in the community, the attendance to that fundraiser is unbelievable. We have the Freezing for a Reason every year.
No doubt.
Which, supports cystic fibrosis organization. That's great.
Absolutely.
The triathlon is coming up on September 19th. Where we have the swimmers, the bikers, the runners, and that attracts a tremendous amount of folks. And every penny that's raised that day goes to the for cancer research for pediatric cancer.
It's a great area to live in, Kenny. You got a lot of people, and you know what? Not to toot your horn too much for the town, because I don't want to speak for you, but the cooperation that the Town of Carmel Police Department and the Town of Carmel itself has done to try and help these organizations become successful so that the town can be a better place to live, it's actually been very, very, very good, and we're very pleased to see how much support you folks give. I mean, the triathlon, for example, like you said, has grown from, right? It's grown from this, a small thing, a good cause, to it's taking up, the whole lake. The people are swimming in it. It's unbelievable.
There's hundreds of participants. I mean, it's amazing. It really is wonderful. And, we have our local volunteer fire departments that do such a great job.
Yes.
The ambulance corps. We have all the groups and organizations that we mentioned earlier. And we all come together. We have our veterans, the VFW, the American Legion. We have it goes on and on. We're really, and I'm very fortunate as town supervisor to have all these wonderful groups and organizations in this community.
Yeah.
Because we build off each other, we support one another, and I think that's what community is all about. And volunteerism is the backbone of your community. We have our senior groups, our senior citizens. I mean, they're amazing.
Yeah,
and they come out when we need volunteers. They come out and help volunteer in the community as well. So I think that's what what builds a community and strengthens a community, and makes it a nice place for all of us to live in.
Absolutely.
So and I'm really looking forward to the street festival.
We found that this morning. I talked to Terry, We actually have, Dom, I don't know if you know the current number, but as of this morning, we clicked over 100 vendors already with 3 weeks to go. Generally, people wait, you know, and it's not a good idea to wait, because if you wait, we might not have availability, we might not have a space for you. We ask people to do it way in advance. We never penalize them financially for waiting late, but it creates a lot of work on us. Well, to have 100 people at this point is certainly a record. And actually, if it's okay,
go ahead. Yeah.
I actually have a list of some of the participants that are coming. We don't have the last batch of them, but I wanted to read off a few of them. We have Chung Ma's Taekwondo, HLF, Architectural Visions, the Tupperware is going to be there, Franzoso Contracting will be there, Jilco, as always, Jilco Window Corp will be there, Aeon Physical Therapy and Wellness will be there, George Hartshorn Paving, Rita's of Yorktown, Play Connections, Carmel Taxi, All County Pest Control, Chris's Automotive from Carmel, Carmel Cinema, Jerubi Designs, Berardis Family Chiropractic, Summer Trails Day Camp, Club Fit Jefferson Valley, Friends of Susie, Putnam Yoga, Jim Smith Karate, The Mexican Shack, Putnam Community Action Program, Zach's Pizza, I'm getting hungry, Tompkins Mayapack Bank, who is our largest partner right now. One of the 3 largest partners right now. Our Health and Harmony, New York Life, Putnam Ridge, another partner. Dr. George Gorich, another partner of ours. Pizza Legna, Bojo's, Friends of Mayapack Library, Bath Fitters, Ellie's Exquisite Creations, Power Home Remodeling, Mary Knoll Sister of St. Dominic, American Cancer Society, Sweet Treats and More, Carmel Mayapack Democratic Committee, Origami Owl, Viridian Energy Independence Associate. There's only 200 more, guys. Just joking. 6 Diamonds Tree Service and Landscaping, Temple Beth Shalom, Value Storage Self-Storage, Mario's Restaurant and Pizza, Scrap Metal Removers, Drug Crisis in Our Backyard, and Solar City. These are the people that had registered as of like 2 weeks ago, and we're going to get back with our webmaster to put the rest of the folks on. But these are people that got in early. I want to say thank you to the early birds, and just a tremendous success so far.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you mentioned the American Cancer Society. I had left the Relay for Life out earlier.
Yeah.
It's a huge event that takes place in the first week in June every year, where it attracts hundreds, if not thousands, of people, and they all work throughout the year raising money for the American Cancer Society. Yeah. And I just want to thank all the organizers of that, Tracy Walsh and company. Thank you so much for all that you do for the American Cancer Society and bringing the Relay for Life to the town of Carmel. It's really wonderful. And Mahopac Marina this year had the Disabled Veterans event, where Charlie Melchner and his family raised money for the veterans.
Was it first response? Armed Forces.
Armed Forces.
Armed Forces Appreciation Festival, AFAF, I think was the name of it. That was a tremendous first event that they threw. Again, hundreds of people came. There were people in the streets just collecting money for some of the veterans, folks that maybe are a little down and out, so to speak. And the response, as usual in this town, was great.
Yeah, and I want to thank Charlie Melchner, Jr., Charlie Sr., Bert was there, I believe, Melchner, and a lot of volunteers. Once again,
absolutely.
All these volunteers raising money for such a great cause.
Sir.
So
yes, sir.
That's wonderful. Do you want to mention the partners?
Yeah, sure. I wanted to maybe buzz through the sponsors of the event. Dom, do you want to buzz through the sponsors from left to right?
Sure. Our platinum sponsors are the Examiner, Mayapack News, Tompkins Mayapack Bank. Our gold sponsors are Kicks 105, Hudson Valley Federal Credit Union, the law offices of Joseph J. Tock, Park Ford of Mayapack. Our silver sponsors are Carmel Taxi, Comcast, Funtime Amusements, George Hardshaw and Paving, Putnam Hospital Center. And then our bronze sponsors are
That's Scrap Metal Removers.
Scrap Metal Removers. I'm sorry, guys, I just can't see it.
It's kind of small on that one.
Yeah, and
Suburban Karting.
Suburban Karting, and that's our bronze sponsors. Now, one of the things that just quickly touch on too that Mike was mentioning is the amount of vendors. We got 100 vendors signed up right now. Last year we had about 186. We still had some room after that, but don't wait till the last minute. The best way, and honestly, there is no space along the whole strip that's not a great space. We've proven over and over again over the years that no matter where you are on this street now, you will get the attention, you will get people coming to you, and we love it. We love it. We love the crowds. The crowds are getting bigger. People are coming out there and realizing how exciting it is, the amount of rides that we've had. We've increased the rides. We used to only have bouncy castles, and that's all we had. We now have double slides, bouncy castles, Gorilla Mountain. We have face painting. We have things for the kids, the caterpillar roll, the rock wall. Like I said before, we might have the bumper cars this year. Carnival games such as we might have a horse race this year where you get to throw the ball and then the horse runs on. And so we're trying to do more and more things to get people
I remember one year we had Dunk the Supervisor. I don't know if we have that anymore, but we definitely had. That was a warm day. You got lucky.
I participated in that, and I think you dunked the senator too at the time.
I don't remember.
Yes,
I wasn't there.
Senator Ball was
there, and I got dunked.
I remember.
It was a great day, and got a little wet, but it was fun.
And I think what's been great about what has developed is that it turned into, from just being focused on promotion or promoting your business or promoting your craft or your whatever service you had, it's really turned into, well, if the Italian American Club is going to have this great parade and we're going to have families there, how can we help make it a better day? And then with folks like I keep saying it, but with folks like John from Fun Time that's co-chaired this event with his business and him being so saying, yeah, let's get this done. And over the years, even Cartwright over the years has done a tremendous job with us with making sure that we have tables and chairs or tents or whatever we needed to get done. It's always turned out to be great because we've said yes, we figured out a way to take care of our members and made it a better day for the community.
Yeah, absolutely. October 4th, the Greater Mahopac Carmel Chamber of Commerce Street Festival. Put that date in your calendar right now because you don't want to miss it. It's a wonderful event, and you'll enjoy yourself. And don't eat before you go there.
No.
All right, because there's plenty of food vendors, and you'll enjoy yourself. And I also want to thank the Italian American Club. Giulio Cefaloni's the president. Louis Cefaloni's the Grand Marshal, I believe, this year for the parade.
Oh, great.
And that parade attracts a lot of people. Both sides of Route 6, from where it steps off at Route 6 and Lake Cassidy Road, right to the Chamber Park, is lined with people that day. So, and most of those folks, after the parade is over, they all funnel down to the to downtown Mahopac.
Just keep mingling back and forth. It's just great.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And now we have the new playground at the Chamber Park as well. So it's folks, we have a brand new children's playground at the Chamber Park at 6 and 6N. Come down, bring your children down to see it. Let them play on the new apparatus that's there. It really came out nice, and a lot of people are using it. Over the weekend, when I drove by there was probably 15 or 20 people there with the children playing on it. So it really came out nice. And I want to thank the Mahopac Chamber of Commerce for all your participation and support with that. And bringing that to fruition as well. So thank you for your support.
Well, we did very little for that. The town of Carmel really was the hero with securing the funding that it needed from the state in order to get that beautiful playground. I was just driving past there yesterday, and yesterday it was like 9:30 at night. There were 10 kids playing on the playground still. And then today it was raining out. There were kids playing on the playground versus, I'd say 6 months ago, 5 months ago, those kids probably weren't playing on the playground at night. It's very beautiful. It looks very safe in terms of the improvements that you've made.
Yeah.
And folks, if you don't know, the Chamber of Commerce years ago built a beautiful park, and we've lost a few of the people that made that happen, unfortunately. And then this same chamber gifted it to the town, and since then the town has done a great job of keeping up with the upkeep and making it look as beautiful as it can. And this summer, what an improvement between and the park sign. It's been really great.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. The fountain is there. It looks nice. The gazebo. There's a little bit more work we're going to do in the area of the flagpole. We're going to raise that up and level that off a bit. But the concert series this summer was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
great. Every Thursday evening, the concerts were playing down there, different bands and things like that. And the amount of people that showed up with their lawn chairs, their blankets, their families to enjoy the concerts was amazing. So, and I want to thank the Mahopac National Bank for partnering with us and sponsoring those events.
Yeah, Tompkins definitely lays out the money in order to be able to get the talent there. But at the end of the day, the Recreation and Parks Committee, head by Jimmy, and also with your new addition with Nina, unbelievable attention and to detail and the next day you don't even think that there was a concert there the night before. Everything's clean. It looks beautiful. So I don't know what to say. It's been a great summer for the business community in downtown Mahopac. Yeah,
it certainly has, and we look forward to continue to make progress to improve and enhance the community.
Sure.
And we're all working together to accomplish that. We can't do these things alone. You can never accomplish your goals and objectives working alone. You have to do it in a team. You need a team effort. You need a group of volunteers to get together. And it's amazing the things that we can get done when we work collectively. And we have a great partnership with the Mahopac Chamber of Commerce and all the other groups and organizations in Carmel. We all work together. We strive, to make this community the great community that it is. And, we always try to build on that. So, I want to publicly thank the Mahopac Chamber of Commerce and all those other groups and organizations. If you're watching, thank you so much for making this community really what it is. And, I'm very proud of that.
Hey, Dom, let's say if there's anybody here that's watching this show tonight, this television broadcast, whatever you want to call it. This is almost like the show. They may want to register. They may want to be a vendor. Would you maybe walk people through the two ways that they could become a exhibitor?
If you want to become an exhibitor at the event, you can go to Mahopac Carmel online and get more details there. That'll lead you right to there's a street fair page on there where you can register. Mike's holding it up right now. The second way is you can contact the Mahopac Chamber office at 845-628-5553 and speak to a lovely lady there named Terry, and she can walk you through getting all set up and answer any questions you might have.
Or you could even just drop by the office at 953 South Lake Boulevard. Again, that's 953 South Lake Boulevard. We have a bunch of applications there. Fill it out and be all set, ready to go.
Set up.
All right. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you mark down October 4th. It's a Sunday on your calendars for this great event that's going to take place on that date. So combined with the parade and the street festival, it's such a nice, pleasant way to spend a Sunday.
It's gonna be great.
With your families and your friends. Tell everyone about it. And we're really looking forward to it. So I hope you'll be looking forward to it. And it's going to be really, a wonderful day. So
Good.
Yeah, it should be really good. Yeah, definitely. Remember to come out and line the streets for the parade, but also participate in the street festival prior to that. And then we can come back to the street festival. So it's going to be a great day. And thank all of you for watching. Once again, I'm Kenny Schmidt, your town supervisor. And this recording is taking place on September 10th, right here at Carmel Town Hall. And it's going to be aired on Channel 95 and Channel 24, Verizon, from tonight until after the event. And, wherever else you want to promote it, feel free to do that. I know Comcast Channel 8, if you get them the DVD up there, they may put it on their playback schedule as well.
Okay.
So I'd like to thank Mike Bucci from the Mahopac Chamber of Commerce. Mike, thanks for being here.
Appreciate it.
Dominic Zecca, thank you for all that you do for the
you.
community as the co-chair of the street fair, and we're really looking forward to it. So, and also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this live, tomorrow is Friday, 9/11. So 9/11 is tomorrow. It marks the 14th anniversary of the terrorist attacks on this country. 14 years ago. It's amazing that many years went by. But we can never forget that day. So you need to pause tomorrow and reflect on that day. We lost over 3,000 Americans died that day during those attacks. And 343 of those were New York City firemen, and 37 New York City police officers, and also New Jersey Port Authority police officers died that day, with all the civilians as well that showed up to work on that beautiful day on September 11, 2001, and we were attacked by 19 cowards with box cutters that hijacked those planes. So tomorrow, 9/11. The first plane struck the North Tower at 8:46 a.m., and the second plane struck the South Tower at 9:02 a.m. We're going to have a ceremony here at Carmel Town Hall tomorrow morning to mark that event and to reflect and just our thoughts and prayers, as always, and it will always be to the families of the victims that were lost. We had eight Putnam County residents that tragically died that day, and the ceremony will take place tomorrow morning at Carmel Town Hall if you would like to attend. And there's also a ceremony at 8 p.m. up at the Cornerstone Park up in the hamlet of Carmel at Route 52 and Fair Street. There's a ceremony, 9/11 ceremony that takes place there as well. So those are the two events here in Carmel that I'm aware of. So once again, please, keep the thoughts and prayers tomorrow on 9/11. All right, guys, so I think we can wrap it up. This was a great broadcast. Thanks for being here.
Thank
And
you.
Mike, as always, if there's anything that you need from the town of Carmel, and you know that I'm a phone call away,
Yep.
and that we'll always continue to work together to make this the greatest town in the state of New York.
That sounds good to me.
So and Dominic, same holds true for you.
Thank you.
So good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for watching. Mike and Dominic, say goodbye. Say good night to everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Olivia, bye, Madeline.
He had to get that in. He had to get that
My
plug in
girls.
for his girls. Sure, absolutely. Good night, Brett, Brad, and Chris, but I'll see you at home in a little while. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night. Be well.